Hello, good morning guys and girls, hope everyone's doing okay. Today I'm in Primark distribution centre in Kettering, Northamptonshire. I'm going to be collecting a trailer to go up to Cairnryan up in Scotland. I'm just currently trying to find my trailer. I've dropped in an empty, so I'm just trying to find my one now so I can get the heck out of it, get out of the road. So I'm not going to do too much night recording on the motorway. I've already done a night video, night drive. I'm going to try to save some of the footage on the way up the A75, some of the roads up the M6 as well. Hopefully it goes a bit lighter so you can see how beautiful the road is up to Cairnryan Harbour. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. So there's my trailer there, right near the exit. Excellent, just what we need. So let me just get underneath his trailer. And there is a lock on it which I need to speak to the shunter about. So let me ask a shunter to take this lock off. Now basically what the lock is to prevent anybody moving that trailer. That shouldn't do. So these guys here, the shunters in the shunter units, the yellow units there, they'll have a key. They'll take off the lock on the trailer, so the rightful owner, I say the owner, the rightful driver, myself, can get underneath and take it. So I'm going to stop here so we can take the lock off. So yes, I love a 4x2, just in case you didn't know. So let's find these fellas here and I'll come back once I've got them. Right, I've got my trailer. Let's get on our way. Let's level up the suspension. Can you see it dropping there? Leveling itself out. There we go. And let's beat this guy out of here now. Let's get out. Onwards to the port of Cairnryan. Up the M6. And then the A75. Another one of my most beautiful stretches of road in the UK. It's lovely. Some beautiful stretches of road, and you'll get to see that hopefully when we get there in the daytime, because there's nothing nicer. Right, I've got to stop saying we've. It's just me, myself and I. 582 kilometres to get up to Cairnryan. So roughly 480 is 300 plus another 100, call it 96 is 60. So it's about, we're looking at 362 miles, and it's now 10 past 1, 11 minutes past 1 in the morning. I forget what day it is, I don't even know, I can't remember whether it's Thursday, Wednesday. The joys of doing days, nights, days, your body clock just doesn't know where you are, what day, what date. So ride with me and you see how dark it is. So I'm not going to waste any footage at night time. Now this 500 hasn't got the lovely white lights as the 660 or the 650. I'll have to speak to the lads in the garage down the line to see, just get all these changed to some lovely white xenon style lights, because the yellow just, I guess it is what it is. But it's a 4x2, doesn't matter what colour lights it is. Give me a 4x2 every day of the year. And this 500 is nice, it drives nice. It's 56.5, which is enough. And this, the manoeuvrability, honestly, if you've never driven a 4x2 for a truck driver, trust me, getting one, you'll never look back. You can put these anywhere. Same as a 6x2, but for manoeuvrability and turning circle And if you've seen my other videos as well, the difference between a UK spec 6x2 and a Euro spec 4x2, which this one is, this has got the smaller wheels and tyre combination, and honestly it's unreal. It turns so much better. Right, I'm just about to get onto the A14, so I'll get a little bit of this for a few minutes and then I'll turn it off, save me footage till I get up the M6 a bit later on, in and around Lancaster, and then get some nice views going up near like T-Bay and that, if it's light by then, which I highly doubt it. But the main thing is if I can get onto the A75, the nice bits where you can see just how lovely that stretch of road is. And I've got on just in time here, what's this, convoy exceptional or a exceptional load, so just beat him to it, perfect. Right, 29 miles to the M6 M1 turn off the A14 northbound. I've got the sunroof open because it's dead humid, quite muggy, and it was absolute nightmare trying to sleep this afternoon. So hot, unreal. I had to get up a couple of times, run the engine. I've just moved wide there because this trail was sticking out a bit. No point taking any risks, nobody next to me anyway. So yeah, it was so hot, really hot. I had the engine running for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes to cool it all down. I had to do that about 3-4 times this afternoon, so I managed to get a bit of rest. So now upwards and onwards. Hello again, guys and girls. Well, we're just currently up the M6 northbound for now. It's getting a little bit lighter outside. I didn't want to be filming the boring stuff, getting up here, getting bored out your mind, seeing pitch black or not seeing anything. At the moment I'm currently near up the M6 somewhere, I think near Sandbach somewhere, coming up to near Knutsford at some point. I think I've just lost track of time. Sometimes when you're just on a motorway, you lose your track of where the heck you are, what you're doing, and in the solitude of the night or early morning it's easily done. So I'm gonna stop off at Lim just to fill up. I'm still got loads of diesel and AdBlue, but I'll do a quick top up. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow yet. I've just got to drop off this trailer today in Cairnryan, so I'd rather fill up here, or I could have done it a bit further up at junction 38 truck stop, which I may well do, I don't know yet. To be fair, no, I'll do junction 38 truck stop. I'll film that one. I did Lim the other day, so you can see that truck stop up the M6, and that's getting me a bit closer towards Cairnryan. So yeah, I'll do that so you can see that after. Yeah, so it's a nice little drive, this one. I do really enjoy the Cairnryan, and if I get to go down the A77, if I have to do a collection up north or wherever, depending, God knows where I could be going, so it depends if I'm doing a collection to come back down south or heading up north. The A75 into Cairnryan is a beautiful stretch of road, and if I get to come down the A77, another lovely coastal road. If I go down, it depends on where I'm going, delivery and collection, hopefully I'll get that one in there for you. If not, maybe on a different time, but you'll see the A75 after, when the sun's up. It'll be very nice. You'll see it. It's a beautiful stretch of road. Okay, so check in with me again when I get to junction 38 truck stop afterwards, and then by that time the sun should have made an appearance. Right, we're just getting up to this junction 38 truck stop to fill up quickly, and then we'll get some footage going up this beautiful side of the country here in the Lake District, and then we will go up the A75 after. But I'll get some footage in and around the lakes because it's beautiful up here. One of the beautiful stretches of road. Oh god, is this out of order? No, tell me they're out of diesel. Are you taking the actual piss here? Yes, they are. Oh, God's sake, now not even lined up properly. Are you taking the actual piss? We've got to be careful for it. Hey, up again. Right, we've filled up. I got a free cup of coffee because I filled up with over 200 litres, and back on the road again now up to Cairnryan, and let's enjoy the views up in the beautiful Lake District. And Mr. Clucky giving him his quick rinse. Right, got from here 4 hours and 4 driving left. Now when we get to Cairnryan, well not to Cairnryan, when we get up to the A75 after, it is 40 miles an hour, excuse me, on the roads of Scotland. So now we've got to kink it left to see, and then off we go again. So yeah, when we get to Scotland, it's still currently set at 40, which is a bit of a crazy one. But I think they are going to be looking at it to increase it, because it's ridiculous really, because it's England, Ireland, Northern Ireland, in Wales. It is 50 on a single carriageway, and Scotland currently set at 40, which is too slow. And I was saying before, sometimes the lack of speed can cause more dangers on the road, where people taking risky overtakes. But in all honesty, the police up there, they're not daft. As long as you can set your cruise around 44-45 miles an hour, they'll leave you alone. Even though technically you are breaking the law, but I've had police sat behind me in police cars, AMPR, me doing 45. Don't bat an eyelid, they just let you go. As long as you're not doing stupid speeds, anything, you know, if you're doing over 50, obviously you're going to get a tug. But if you're going along, we understand. If you need to make a ferry, doing 40 is a bit of a joke. But really, I've been up and down this road that many times where, like I said to you before, where they've been sat behind me at 45 mile an hour, and I've been fine. So, but again, disclaimer: do whatever speed you want, but I'm just letting you know. I mean, I'll gauge it sometimes. If there are police hanging around, sometimes you will get a little flash from the other drivers. So again, if there's speed cameras, keep it at 40. But I know for a fact of the police cars they've definitely been sat behind me a few times, and they haven't batted an eyelid doing 44-45 miles an hour. So again, quick disclaimer. So we'll get up here now. Slightly slow overtake. I'm only a little bit faster than this fella. I need to get past. I'm not getting that slow overtake with him seeing me with his camera on top of my head. It's a bit of an awkward one. Like, go, let me get past. He's going to give me a hands up because I flashed him in and he let me in. Right, let's go. Look at this beautiful view up here. And we're still climbing here, so he's right next to me. So let me just keep my eye on the road for now because we've got cones on my side. He can't slow down too much because he's got somebody off his behind him. So we're going to have a bit of a long overtake here and I've got cars behind me. Are you going to flash me in, sir? Well, I'm going to have to yes he is, thank you very much. I've got a line of traffic coming, so there we go. So that's an example of some nice courteous trucking there. As you can see, I'm slightly quicker than him. He's just knocked it down a bit. Let me get past. So thank you, Mr. MAN. And here again, sometimes you can see just how bright that sun is. When that goes in your eyes, that can be an impediment to you. So a little tip, if you want to become a truck driver or any kind of commercial driver, any kind of distances involved, get yourself some sunglasses. If you want some diamonds like mine, you can do. Get any. To be fair, any set of sunglasses, you're going to need them, because when that sun gets in your eyes, you can't see. And not only just with the sun, like, look what you're doing, mate. You're almost getting to my lane there, looking down, reading your paperwork. That's what ticks me off, that. Well, they've got friggin' hard shoulder there, trying to fucking encroach in my lane, excuse the French. And I've got cones next to me, and look at him there. Still messing about, reading fucking paperwork going uphill. Right, so rather than him trying to encroach into the hard shoulder and that, trying to swerve into my lane, where he could have hit me and I could have gone into the cones. And the amount of times you see it where people just driving along, not even reading paperwork like he was, just can't keep it in their lane. And as you're next to him, you're trying to go into your lane like that. And it absolutely angers me when they've got a full hard shoulder there. So rather than go left, I want to crouch into your lane. So anyway, rant over. You know, if you're going to read your paperwork, mate, it's not really a good time when you're on the friggin' move going uphill with another wagon overtaking you. You could have done that before you set off again. But anyway, rant over. Truckers Union stick together, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's probably forgotten where he's going to. But anyway, moving along. Let's enjoy the sunshine there. See how bright that is? It's gorgeous. So I'll get some of these views for a little while. I'm going to head up obviously towards Carlisle, and then we'll cross into the Scotland border, and we're going across the A75. We're going to bear left, heading towards Stranraer into Bonnie, Scotland. Cairnryan, that's Irish. That's from my friend Luke. Been trying to teach me some Irish phrases. So yeah, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Round here, I used to love coming up here on a motorbike up in the Lake District. This is truly one of my most enjoyable places in the UK, is the Lake District. Utterly, utterly gorgeous place. So let me enjoy my coffee for now. And another thing, I do apologise if you see me trying to mess with a head mount. It keeps It's gotten a bit loose, but I've been trying to adjust it and it's not having it, so I'm gonna have to keep adjusting it every now and then. So you might see it going in frame, my fingers and hands going in there with his big old sausage fingers, so apologies. Mr. M&H, keep me there. And I hope you guys have been enjoying some of my motorcycle footage, which was shot on my 45-hour break in Spain. So I'll upload a few more, and then we're back to the usual trucking content this next few days, because I'm off again next week for his birthday. So back in Spain again next week. We're coming up here near the Scotland border. Well, we're coming up to near Carlisle actually, but yeah, not far off from the signs to say we've crossed from the England side to the Scottish side. I don't know if we'll see it before we come off the A75, I've forgotten. I'm sure we will. But it's a beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day. Oh, honestly, I love it when it's like this. So when I get to Cairnryan after, I might even be able to do a bit of sunbathing on the little pebble beach where I usually park, if nobody stole my space. I literally, there's a little lay-by next to a house, next to a cemetery. I know it's not ideal. I don't want to see any ghouls next to me. But where I am, there's a little toilet, public toilet, which is clean. And there's a little free beach overlooking the lock where all the ferries go to P&O and they go to Stena, and it's slap bang in the middle of both of the ferry terminals. I'll be able to catch some sun, see some ferries. But the funny thing, they might think, if they see me sat on a beach near the ferry terminal, and let's just say with a man of my melanin in his skin, they might think I've come off a boat. We'll have to wait and see. So I may have to go sunbathing with my passport and my driver's license in case immigration comes along thinking I've come off stowaway. I might make news at 10. Stowaway found as far north at Cairnryan ferry terminal. These bloody immigrants, they found another way in. Now they've come from France from Calais to Dover. Now they've done France to Ireland. They've managed to sneak in from Ireland in Scotland. Close the borders. We need to close the borders anyway. But I'll be like, sorry people, you got it wrong. I'm south of the border, from the northwest, Manchester. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to catch some sun. We'll have to wait and see. I'll see what kind of looks I get after. Listen, the sun's out. I was going to say the gun's out. At the moment these guns are empty. There's no bullets in the chamber. Sat down here driving this truck. More like water balloons and guns. Water pistols. Any muscles turning into fat. Nah, not as bad as that, but you catch me drift. Put it this way, truck driving ain't really conducive to let's put it this way, if you're out on the road all the time like I am, I'm not gonna, I hate the word tramping. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna say you're sleeping and you're working away in the truck sounds better, not tramping. You know, I'm not a tramp on the street. I'm working away in a truck. So when you're working away in a truck and you're gone for weeks at a time, what I do, I try to literally get as much exercise wherever I can when it's suitable to do so. So like today, I'm going to go for a walk up and down the Cairnryan little town, up and down the village, catch some rays on the sun on the beach. Like some of the services, if I'm going to be there for like 14-15 hours, it's a nice day. The one I usually go to is Cairnryan services northbound on the M5. I'd probably say that's one of the best services, one of them I would say, in the UK for truckers. Due to the sheer size of the place, you've got loads of parking if you get there early. You've got a dedicated shower block for truckers only, which should be standard, and it should be located away from the main services, so you're not having to feel like you're undignified while you're walking into a main services with your little shower bag, your towel, your flip-flops and your shorts, and you've got everyone staring at you, you know, as you're walking in and out of there. So Cairnryan northbound, well done to the owners of that place. You've actually thought about the truckers' well-being. So you've got your own dedicated shower block. Obviously the food in there, when you pay with your snap parking, you get £10 meal voucher for £3. You've got, what's in there, a WH Smith's, a Spa, Chosen Noodle, a Mackey's, Leon. So you've got decent food outlets in there, and more so importantly for me, that place is that big where I can actually get some good laps in. I can do my minimum 10 kilometers minimum walking at least. I like to walk a good 2-3 hours when I'm in Cairnryan North, and I can just get in a nice hot clean shower, and then I can help me sleep properly. So Cairnryan, well done, northbound. Southbound, it's small. Well, not small, it's not laid out as well as the northbound side, but it's still okay, don't get me wrong. Gloucester service is another beautiful one. T-Bay's a very, very picturesque services, but the one thing that they've got wrong there, where you've got the trucks parking, you've got diagonal bays where you park the trucks, unfortunately they've put the car parks where the cars and the little buses park too close to where you need to exit. They've not taken into account your tail swing and the space you need to pull forward to exit. But let's just stop for a minute. We're about to go into the flower of Scotland, into the border. What is it? Failte Gualba. Welcome to Scotland. If I've said that incorrectly, apologies. So we come off here, A75, head towards Stranraer. The beautiful, beautiful road, but it doesn't really get going until a bit further down the road here, when we get near the coast. So here, in Great Britain, as this is part of Great Britain, this is the anomaly, where you're still doing 40 on a single carriageway, which was abolished in what, I think 2015 in England, Northern Ireland and Wales. So Scotland, you literally are 10 years behind. So on this little bit here, still a dual carriageway, but here it's still only 50, so bear in mind, single carriageway 40, dual carriageway 50, and motorway 60. So in England, Northern Ireland and Wales, you can do 60 on a dual. Here it is only 50, so 40, 50, 60 on the motorway. So bear that in mind if you've never driven in Scotland before. You might be thinking, bloody hell, it's only Scotland. But believe me, if you're a new driver, if you don't know the laws or the speed limits, you can come unstuck in Scotland. So, single carriageway here. As I mentioned beforehand, it is 40, but they'll turn a blind eye to you if you're doing about 44, 45, let's just call it at that. So I'm going to sit at 45 on here. So yes, you're saying, oh my god, you're breaking the law, you bad law breaker, you. Sorry people, but we wouldn't get anywhere done at 40, especially when you're going to get up here with guys got a boat to catch, and you, again, due to the tachograph laws as I've aforementioned. So for me, 44, 45 is ample on here. But you will see there will be others that will be running faster. And what else there? Can you see the sign? 47.5 tons. So again, you can do as I say, but not do as I do, or just ignore me at all. Well, yeah, so technically we are breaking the law, but otherwise from here to get to the port of Cairnryan it's 100 miles. You do the maths. It would take me 2.5 hours at 40 miles an hour. Now there's a fella flying up behind me here, so if he wants to go, I'm going to let him go. I'm going to sit at 45, which is ample on here, so when he gets further along, if he wants to overtake, I'll let him go. I always say, what another driver does has no bearing on my day whatsoever. Unless he's going to put my life in danger, then it will have a bearing on my day. Because you don't know what his circumstances are. He could be running out of time, or whatever. If there's an emergency, he needs to get home. So if he wants to go, he wants to be the hero and fly past me at 50 and go down the road at 55, or believe me, I've seen some lads doing 60 around here at night time when you come off a boat from Ireland. And I'm not making this up, because I know the lads that on a flat are running at 60 and trying to get off here. If they've got far to go, they want to run at 60, so be it. It's got no bearing on my day. And sadly with this, normally if you're coming on the road to Cairnryan, if you've got a convoy like I am now, I'm right at the front of the queue. Normally if you're in the middle, just follow the leader. But if I'm in the mid, if I'm on the front here, and let's say for example, if like in a mile, 2 miles down the road there's a police trap, and if none of the fellow truckers or car drivers flash me, now in Scotland here, to warn you of police, they'll flash you, then they'll go like this, thumbs down, which basically means police. So if nobody flashes me and I'm right at the front of the queue, guess who's getting the pull and getting the ticket? That'll be me. But if you're in the convoy, they'll obviously only have time to stop 1 or 2 trucks, depending on how strict they want to be with the enforcement. So if the back of the queue, if you're following them up, you're okay. In the middle of the queue, you're alright. At the front, you run that risk. But it's a risk you take. So if anybody watches this video, now obviously car drivers, you're exempt from this, but truck drivers, it is 40. And if you want to do 44 or 45 like I am, you can do, but again, disclaimer, it's up to you if you want to do so. If you get stopped, don't say, oh, Chris told me to do it, I listened to him. Say, You know, I'm just a truck driver. I'm here to let you know of the legislations. I'm not here. I'm here to teach you how to keep you guys safe on the road, in a truck, in a car, in a van, and on a motorcycle. You know, for your hazard perceptions, what you need to do. But in terms of whether you want to listen to my advice, that's fine. Now the guy's come off now. I'll knock it down. Knock it back down a little bit here, because there's no point. Normally if you've got convoy of wagons, then it could be taking a while, so let's leave it at 43. That's more than enough. I've got 3 hours and 7 left to go, so I've got plenty of time for me to get across to the ferry. Well, in fact 43 is a bit too slow. Gives me plenty of time to drop this off and then go and get parked up before I have to take another 45-minute break, which would irritate the life out of me if I needed to do that, just to drive a mile down the road. Right, go on cars, off you go, good lad. And if you are going to overtake, just put your foot down and go, so no dawdling please. Like this, Merc. Well done, Merc. If you're going to overtake, go.